Hi everyone, Tim Evanicki here with the College Audition. Today I'm bringing you part 3 in our 3-part series of selecting the right college audition list for you. And today I'm going to talk about everything else that you need to take into consideration. The first and second videos, of course, I talked about the different types of degree programs that are available to you, and in the second I talked to you about reaches versus fits versus safety schools. So today I'm going to give you everything else that you need to take into consideration while you're making your list. The first thing that I want you to take into consideration is the geographic location of the school. Where do you want to be? What's going to make you happier? Do you want to stay close to home? Do you want to be far from home? Do you want to be in a big city or a small town? Do you want to stay in the south? Do you want to go to the west coast? These are things that I need you to think about and decide so that we can narrow down your list a little bit more. The next thing I want you to take into consideration is looking at the school's list of distinguished faculty and alumni. Who teaches there? What kinds of students have they produced in the past? Are these students all working on Broadway now? And then weigh out these two different the criteria that I've just given you. The geographic location and who have they produced? You know, maybe you wouldn't mind being in that small town in the middle of Ohio when you find out that most of their students end up working on Broadway. You may also want to consider whether or not they give a senior showcase at the end of your senior year that they invite casting directors and agents to, and then you perform for them and they act sort of as your representation in finding you your agent or your first job. If you're applying to a university, you probably will have to get accepted academically to that university before you get accepted into the program. So you want to look at the university's criteria as far as grades, your SAT scores, your ACT scores, etc., to make sure that the school is a viable option for you based on your grades. And lastly, I want you to have a real serious talk with your parents about what kind of college you can afford. There is a lot of financial aid offered out there, but those bigger schools don't offer as much money as some of the others may, because quite frankly they don't have to. There's so many students vying for spots that they don't necessarily need to throw tons of money at you. So make sure you fill out that FAFSA and have a good conversation with your parents so that you have a real understanding as far as how much school you can afford. That being said, don't let that deter you from auditioning for one or two schools that may be way out of your budget, because you never know what they might come back with or what you might be able to work out financially. So that concludes our 3-part series on selecting the appropriate college audition list for you. I hope this helps you a little bit on your journey. Follow us on social media. Get a copy of my book on thecollegeaudition.com or amazon.com. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.